Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Welcome to your new moon in Leo. Reading. It is conjunct Venus. This is a big deal. This new moon is going to really have set us up for success over the course of the next year and a half. So you have the card of defense for your overall energy, which is really interesting for this. It is dragon fruit. And so I feel like you may be feeling a little bit like guarded. That is such an unusual overall energy for you. Welcome to the North Node in your sign. So the North Node is in your sign currently, Aries, and when this new moon becomes a full moon, as right as the North Node is completing. So what you're doing right now is setting yourself up for what it is that you're looking for over the course of the next year and a half. So the dragon fruit says, reminds you to not judge a fruit or a dragon by its cover. Often a thorny plant or person is only protecting the softer side. Know that sometimes people layer their defense, which means you have to peel each one away. Be gentle with those who seem to make you jump through hoops to get to know them. Their outer scars are there for a reason. Oh, okay. You have to decide if you want to spend the time working your way past each layer or not. And so over the course of the next year and a half, as you are evolving and growing and changing, you may be shifting communities. It may be that it's you that is peeling away the layers because you have Chiron in your sign. And one thing that's really interesting about Chiron in Aries is it is about healing the inner child. Oh, look at that. You have the sun in the center. It is about healing the inner child. And Chiron is retrograding. And so when this new moon becomes a full moon a year and a half from now, Chiron is in the same degree point that it is right now, which is trining. It's at 19 degrees, so it's trining this energy of this moon. So you have a big spiritual transformation going on. Spiritual transformation, this guardedness. The key here is the sunshine. It's opening up your heart, and it feels like a disinfectant, right? It's like the more you allow the light to shine through, to peel back the layers, to see what's going on underneath, the better. I got to tell you, your outgoing card is the card of community and abundance. And so there is a lot going on here. And so with this new moon, over the next few weeks with this new moon, even though it's setting you up, I think, and the key to transforming the situation is, in the transforming, we have the key, and the key to the situation is the sun. And so taking the time to go into your heart space and feel the joy and let that shine out into the world, you are going to be pulling your energy in a little. You're going to want to take this time to nurture and care for yourself. It is going to be important because in the heart space we have this tree, and this tree is the winter tree. But I gotta say, it looks a little melty. The snow looks a little melty, almost as though it's peeling back the layers, right? It's like melting through. It's letting the sun shine through to warm up what's going on inside, because something has made you very wary. We have the snake in the area of what to be cautious about, and we have a snake. And so I think that there is a very good reason for you feeling that way, because in the area of where you're seeking knowledge, we have the mountain, and the mountain is about guarding and protecting, being very safe. It's also about where the obstacles are, and here in the area of the obstacles, we have this feminine receptive energy, and she is standing there waiting for something to happen. And the action to take here is the male, the counterpart, which is to take the action. But see, he's in a defensive posture. She is standing there open and receiving. The shield is behind her. She has her spear in hand, but she's looking down the road. But this guy, he's standing here with his hand on the shield and the spear ready to be raised. And so they're both looking down the road. And in fact, in here, they're looking at each other. But this is divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy. This is the energy of reception and the energy of taking action. We have both within each of us. And so there's this energy around trying to sort through all of this. opening yourself up to receiving. Like, it's almost as though you're on the defense, and it's kind of a burden. And can you open up a little to allow others in? Near resources, though, you have the tower, and the tower in Lenormand is a good thing. It is safety, it is protection. Look at this, though. Here we have, it's not snow, that's stones. Here we have this this beautiful fortress. You are safe and you are protected. Your area of resources could be financial, obviously, but it's also our mental, our emotional, our spiritual. It's our wisdom and our knowledge. It's the skills that we bring to a situation. So your resources that can be tapped are clearly in abundance. What are you supposed to anchor into? The abundance of prosperity that is available to you. Here is, that is the card, though, of the community. And when the community there, it's like there's a lot of abundance if you will let things come through for you. So you have here, again, abundance comes in all forms, right? It's everything. It's not just your finances. So an abundant life is an abundant life. Not abundance all by itself. In case anyone else asks, see yourself in the throes of living. And see me on your side, the universe. And so notice the sun shining through. I think the defense is you. And I think you're being invited, it's a burden. And I think you're being invited to put the shield down. I'm not saying put it away, but to put the shield down, right? This doesn't have the spear aimed. He's protected. You're safe and you're protected. But I feel as though this looks like the thawing, right? This looks really soft and melty. That snow looks soft and melty. There's exposed stuff. And so I think you're in the process of allowing yourself to go through this process of healing, of releasing, of letting go of some of these wounds. They feel like wounds. So, like waves eternally lapping at the shore. Oh, wow. Like waves. Look at the waves coming in against that mountain. Like waves eternally lapping at the shore. The universe is eternally knocking at your door with abundance and riches beyond anything you can imagine now. If you only knew. So, letting down your guard a little. Allowing some of this healing. The cross can be a card of healing, and it's surrounded by all this lavender that is growing there. And so this is a spiritual healing. It is the rest, right? This is a card of resting, not active growth, but this resting and recuperation. And so give yourself the space and the grace to work through whatever it is that you are feeling at this time. So you have the spirit garden of summer, which is expansion. This is this energy right here. So allow the thaw. You know what this looks like? I know they have the holly there, right? They have the holly. But in the spring, you know how there'll be like a massive snowstorm out of nowhere. And then but it's almost melts almost immediately. It's got that softness to the snow. It doesn't have that crispiness. It's nice and soft. That what it does is it encourages the sap to run up the trees. It's what we call a sugar snow here. And so the sap runs up the trees, and they tap the trees, and that's where they get, because the trees know it's time to start waking up. And so there's this energy. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so what they're showing me is you can do this for yourself. So you can, in the morning when you get up and you go take that shower, while you're in the shower, turn it down to really cold, and then turn it back to warm, and then to cold, and then to warm. And this actually creates a chemical reaction within your body, which makes you more alert. It revitalizes your system. It's a very healthy thing. It's kind of like the taking the plunge in. You're in the sauna and you run out and you get into the snow and then you go back into the sauna. But that's really good. It stimulates stuff in your body system that's really healthy for you. And so you can do that as a therapy to help you. It's super interesting. Now, I haven't done that in a long time. I like it. So, I love how there's this waterfall of abundance. And there's all this abundance here. Let's see. Okay. The challenge here is the feminine energy. And this says to nourish the sacred feminine. Your fire sign. That's the masculine energy. They're asking you to get in touch with the softer side, to peel back some of the layers that have you guarding and protecting your energy, and actually doing the things that take care of you, to nurture and to care for yourself. A new moon always invites us in to do that. But in particular, there's something here about there's been a lot of action going on, a lot of growth. Look at all the abundance of those apples, though. And we have this canary here. And to me, a canary is always like to sing your own song and to be showy, right? To show yourself for who you are. In the winter months, the canary becomes a much duller yellow. And as it's summer warms up and they become this brilliant yellow. And so I think there's been a lot of you shining out there and you doing a lot, and there is a need for you to almost be a little more protective of your own energy and pull some of that energy in and do something for yourself that is gentle and sweet and loving. I have to say that this Saturday coming up has some really nurturing energy. This week has a lot of hard, let's get this work done energy, but Saturday has got really nice nurturing energy, and that moon is in Libra, and that is in your partnership house. So maybe just taking some downtime, and if you're in a partnership, paying attention to your relationship a little bit in a quiet way. And if not, that partnership energy is about balancing within ourselves, the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy. And so using that. And I really want to encourage you with this new moon to think about what it is you truly desire to change in your life. You have the North Node in your sign. This is really firing up that energy. This is allowing you to really activate about what it is you really want and to find your true north and to head off in that direction. So it's a very empowering reading, but it starts with you taking care of you and understanding and recognizing the abundance that is all around you. All right, you guys take really good care. I'm on Facebook every day. If you join my Facebook group, I did a very long video on this energy, and you can only find that link if you go over to my Facebook group. So that is in the description box below. And I do private readings if it's something you would be interested in. You guys take good care. I'll talk to you again soon.